I just wanted to come out here to say thank you.
There's a story in WWE lore that's so controversial, it's rarely discussed openly. It involves a mannequin, a funeral home, and a boundary-pushing storyline that went too far. Are you ready to learn the truth about the Katie Vick angle and how disgusting Triple H really is? It all started in 2002 during WWE's Ruthless Aggression era. You know, the time when they were trying to be edgier and more adult-oriented. Triple H, one of the top guys in the company, was locked in a feud with Kane, the masked monster with a tortured past. To get the upper hand, Triple H decided to be nasty. He introduced the fictional character of Katie Vick, claiming she was Kane's deceased girlfriend. He painted this picture of Kane as a reckless driver who caused her death in a car crash, using it to torture him and mess with his head. Now, even at this point, it was already pretty messed up. Using someone's supposed grief and guilt as a weapon in a wrestling storyline? Not cool. But things were about to get a whole lot worse. In a segment that's still considered one of the most controversial in WWE history, Triple H, dressed up as Kane, went to a funeral home and simulated a physical act with a mannequin representing Katie Vick. Yeah, you heard that right, on national television. It was shocking, disgusting, and completely unnecessary. The backlash was immediate and intense. Fans were horrified, critics were outraged, and even people within the company were reportedly uncomfortable with it. It was a clear case of WWE trying to be edgy and controversial, but completely missing the mark and crossing way over the line into bad taste. The Katie Vick angle is a stain on WWE's history. It's a reminder of a time when they were willing to exploit death, grief, and mental illness for the sake of shock value. Thankfully, WWE has evolved a lot since then. They've learned from their mistakes and are now much more mindful of the kind of content they produce. The Katie Vick angle serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that there are some lines you just don't cross, no matter how desperate you are for attention. It's a dark chapter in WWE's past, but one that hopefully will never be repeated. But this isn't the only controversy of Triple H. First up, there's the curtain call. This happened back in 1996 at Madison Square Garden. It was a bit of a farewell scene for two of Triple H's buddies, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, who were leaving WWE for another wrestling company. Despite being in the middle of a storyline where they shouldn't have been friends, all four guys, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Nash, and Hall, hugged it out in the ring. Triple H ended up getting in trouble because he was the only one not leaving WWE. As a result, his rise to the top got delayed. We also can't forget about the Montreal Screwjob in 1997. This was a real behind-the-scenes drama that spilled into the ring. Bret Hart was supposed to keep his championship in a match, then leave WWE peacefully. But Vince McMahon, the WWE boss, changed the plan without telling Bret. Worried he might leave with the championship, Triple H was reportedly one of the folks who thought this was a good idea. The match ended controversially with Shawn Michaels putting Bret in a hold, and the referee called the match as if Bret had given up, which he hadn't. This event messed up a lot of relationships and showed Triple H as one of McMahon's right-hand guys. But why is Triple H given so much importance even after his controversies? Well, it's because he had an immaculate career. A career so brilliant and so bright that you can't deny he was one of the best. And as much as we find him disgusting and his plotlines disturbing, his career is worth discussing. So here's a quick rundown. Paul Michael Levesque, better known to wrestling fans as Triple H, is one of the most iconic figures in the history of professional wrestling. Although he's now an executive and the creative head for WWE, his journey began in the early 90s when he first stepped into the ring. With a career that spanned decades, both as a performer and a business leader, Triple H has left an undeniable mark on the world of wrestling. Triple H's wrestling career started back in 1992 when he was known as Terra Rising in the International Wrestling Federation, IWF. But his big break came in 1995 when he joined the WWF, which later became WWE. He originally went by the name Hunter Hearst Helmsley, a gimmick that portrayed him as a wealthy and snobby aristocrat. However, as his character evolved and his popularity grew, the name was shortened to Triple H. Over the years, Triple H collected numerous championships, including 14 world titles, making him one of the most decorated wrestlers in history. His finishing move, the pedigree, became a signature that fans eagerly awaited in every match. His rivalries with wrestling legends like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Undertaker are some of the most memorable storylines in WWE history. But Triple H's impact didn't stop when he hung up his wrestling boots. He became a crucial part of WWE's behind-the-scenes operations. And Triple H's hands-on approach has earned him respect for his business knowledge and vision for the future of wrestling. On the personal side, Triple H's life off-camera has also attracted plenty of attention. His marriage to Stephanie McMahon, the daughter of WWE's former chairman Vince McMahon, became a big story in and out of the ring. In WWE storylines, their relationship was often part of the action, but in real life, they are one of wrestling's most powerful couples. Together, they've helped steer the company forward. In 2019, Triple H was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as a member of D-Generation X, a fitting tribute to his legendary contributions to the business. His place in wrestling history was solidified not just for his wrestling, but also for how he shaped the company from the inside. However, in September 2021, Triple H faced a serious health issue. He suffered heart failure, which led to a 15-hour surgery and the installation of an ICD. This medical scare ultimately led to his decision to retire from in-ring competition in early 2022. He officially announced his retirement in March and had a heartfelt moment during WrestleMania 38, where he left his boots in the ring to symbolize the end of his wrestling career. Outside the ring, Triple H has also dabbled in acting, appearing in several films and television shows. While he's not as well known for his acting roles as he is for his wrestling, his tough, commanding presence fits perfectly with his on-screen persona. Even though he's officially retired from wrestling, Triple H continues to play a huge role in WWE as an executive. He is responsible for overseeing the creative direction of WWE, ensuring that the storylines, characters, and matches remain exciting for fans. His passion for the business is still evident, and he continues to influence the future of professional wrestling. In the end, Triple H's legacy is about more than just championships or memorable matches. It's about his dedication to the sport, his ability to adapt and thrive in different roles, and his lasting impact on the industry. Whether you knew him as the Game, the Cerebral Assassin, or simply Triple H, his name will always be synonymous with wrestling greatness. If you're a fan of wrestling or just curious about the incredible career of Triple H, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated with all things WWE. Drop a comment below with your favorite Triple H moment and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's keep the conversation going and relive the legendary career of one of wrestling's greatest.